Jump in the fire.
Welcome back to
Part 2 of
this
your
week's
story.
episode. So, talking yesterday about my experience at Crown and Centrefold and such. The next day, well, actually, I got out of Centrefold because I started to fall asleep.
Good man. At least you know
About
when
6
to go.
o'clock in the morning. They close at 8, mind you. So I nearly made it the whole session. Don't know what he's doing here, but alright, fair enough. Got back to the hotel, somehow found my way back because I didn't exactly know where I was going in Melbourne. Oh yeah, the Gauze cannon. My dad comes in about 2 hours later when he got back, and he says, right, we've got to go. I'm like, sleep sounds good. But we had to check out of our hotel. And then we go back to the Crown just to sit around outside and wait for everyone else to decide what they're doing before we go to the footy. And I'm laying outside of the Crown. There's the gas jet things out the side of Crown.
Yep.
And there's a grass section out that area too. So I'm like, well, I'm fucking tired. I'm not feeling great. I'm going to have a lay down. So I had about a 45-minute nap on the grass out there. Dad proceeds to go and get an ice cream.
So you were on the ground, sleeping outside by yourself.
Yeah, he walked down a little further, and mind you, everyone didn't really pay attention because everyone was busy catching Pokemon, because apparently there was a lot of Magikarp in the area next to the Yarra, which makes sense. So he's gone, fucked off, got an ice cream. Didn't get me an ice cream. Prick. Comes back, I wake up, I'm like, well, Dad's gone. Oh, no, he's over there. He was like probably 10 metres away. Alright, well, fantastic. And then we proceeded to walk to the MCG to watch the next game of football. We're standing there watching the football, and I start to feel a bit sick. And they look at me, they're like, yeah, you don't look too good. I'm like, I don't feel too good. Apparently I'd lost all colour in my face. And they're like, get some food, go and get some food. I had 2 bottles of water at this stage, because they started drinking again, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not being a part of this. So I had 2 bottles of water, and then I went and got some chips. Some
Potato chips or actual hot chips?
Hot chips. You know.
Gravy?
No gravy. Probably should have. So I went, had the first chip, immediately like, nope, I'm going to feel sick after this. So I went to throw up. Finally found my way to the toilets at the MCG, because you've got to go under the stadium sort of to get to them. Threw my guts up. Come back up. They're like, you feel a bit better? I'm like, no, not at all. 10, 15 minutes later, back down there, threw up again. Mind you, I didn't eat anything the night before.
That's your problem, then.
So I was throwing up just liquid. Just pure liquid. Which was the 2 bottles of water I'd previously had, and whatever alcohol was still in my body. So it wasn't a fantastic feeling at all. And then, pretty much, that was my experience at the football. Didn't really get to see too much because I spent most of it throwing up. Then we decided, alright, well, the football's finished. We're going to walk back and catch a train back to Ballarat, which is where we were heading. And then one of the guys was just like, oh, there's a pub in here. We'll stop in here and grab a beer before you go. Dad's like, yep, sounds good. I'm like, nope, that's a bad idea. I don't like this idea. So they stopped into the pub. And then they're like, oh, you catch the 4:15 train. I'm like, yeah, alright, no worries. I'll just fucking lay down a bit. I threw up again. Not lay down, I'd sit down. I threw up again. And then come back out. And they decided to order some food. Immediately after I'd thrown up, I come out and there's a bowl of calamari, like crumb calamari, and a bowl of chips again. Immediately smelt the calamari, ran back to the toilet and threw up again.
That's right, you don't like seafood, do you?
Well, no, I like calamari, but the smell of it while I was just hungover made me feel sick. It made me just want to throw up. So I'd got all that out of my system. There was literally nothing left to throw up. So I'm like, okay, I feel better now. I just feel really tired because I'd only had 2 hours sleep, and all I'd had to consume the day before was alcohol, Hungry Jacks for lunch, and a Monster can once we got into Melbourne at about 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck all. So we're sitting there, and instead of feeling sick, I just started feeling really tired, and they're like, oh, we'll catch the 5:15 train.
Oh, God, here we go.
I'm like, okay, righto. So it gets to 5 o'clock, and they're like, well, we'll catch the 6:15 train. I'm like, oh, great. And then it gets about 5:45, and they're like, and one of Dad's mates grabs another beer, and a beer for him and his mate, and the bouncer brings it over. I'm like, well, this is weird. What's the bouncer coming over for? And the bouncer comes over, and he turns to Dad, and he says, looks like you catch it the 7:15 train. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. So we ended up leaving, trying to catch the 6:15 train, because they smashed their beers down, because, you know, Dad likes to drink. And we got to one of the stations that wasn't the station we were supposed to take. And then they decided, oh shit, we've gone the wrong way. So we had to catch a tram to get back the right way we were going, which meant we were going to miss the train, which meant we had to catch the 7:15 train.
Wow.
So that was my experience. I fucking hated it. As soon as I got on the train, fell straight asleep. And we were on the quiet carriage too. There's like specific quiet carriages. Best thing ever. Because nobody fucking talks really loud. No one has their fucking stupid phone music going loud. It's just nice and quiet and peaceful.
And you slept the entire time?
Oh, I slept like a baby. Got back to Ballarat. Went and got some Hungry Jacks with some bacon. And some
You actually ate that one?
Oh, yeah. I ate a fucking burger with some bacon and shit on it. Felt much better. Went straight to bed. And grandparents were drinking some cask red wine. I'm like, nah, not having any of that. I'm going straight to bed. And there, that was my Sunday.
So, geez, it's a fair effort on a Sunday, mate. You know what some people are doing on Sundays? Going to church.
I certainly was not going to church.
Yeah, I think you're going to hell. So would you like to have a beer?
No, absolutely. It'll be a while before I have a beer. And my birthday's coming up soon, so I don't know if I'm going to drink for my birthday.
Oh, that's a month away. You'll be right. It's a month from yesterday, wasn't it?
I have not felt that sick in a long time.
You're just not used to it anymore, mate.
No, I'm too old.
Says the man who was probably with his dad, who's what, 40, 50 years old?
Twice his age. And Dad was in fine form. Remember how I said Dad stopped drinking for a while?
Yep.
He's back in fine form.
Yeah.
He's back in fine form.
Jesus.
So lucky you didn't come down.
Oh, because I would have been right next to you, puking up in the stall next to you.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I drank a fair bit in Danny.
Oh, just, like, I was keeping up with Dad. That was the problem.
That was your issue. It's probably why you're fucking crook as a dog.
But it didn't seem that hard at the time to keep up with him. I'm like, oh, this is seeming alright. But then he said the problem was, usually lately I've been drinking middies.
You were drinking fulls, weren't you?
We were drinking full-on Carlton Draft.
Yeah, and that also sits in your stomach really fucking hard.
And I was like, this is not a pleasant experience. This is not what I wanted. I did not sign up
You're
for
also drinking middies, like Great Northern's a midi.
Yeah, he says, why don't you go fucking drink water then if you're going to drink middies? I'm like, hey, it's an alright beer. Go and have one. He goes, no, I want to drink a full-strength beer, thanks. He doesn't appreciate good taste.
Well, Carlton Draft's still mother's milk.
Oh, yeah, but I'm still going more towards Great Northern at the moment.
Yeah, well, naturally. Great Northern's great.
Oh, it is, as the title...
yeah, I was going to say, as the title suggests.
It is great. So that was my experience for the weekend.
Oh, that was good. In part 2 of your story, Tangle's weekend in hell.
There's no more to that story, fortunately.
Is there not?
No, that's pretty much the extent of my story.
And then you came home with regret.
Oh yeah, the ride home was actually really good. The drive home back to Mildura.
As long as you were not falling asleep at the wheel, because you wouldn't have been able to drive on that 2 hours of sleep.
Oh no.
You would have fell asleep at the wheel.
I'm glad I took that extra day.
Yeah.
And then slept really well Sunday night. I slept like a fucking goddamn it baby.
You woke up in the middle of the night screaming because you shat yourself?
I mean, I could have. My arsehole did take a fucking pounding from all the shit that because I went to throw up at the toilet and I ended up going and taking a shit.
Is it like that South Park moment where he's like got punched in the nose, he's been handed laxatives and ate something bad, so he's throwing up, shitting out diarrhea and bleeding out of his nose? I think it was Kenny's dad.
That's how I felt. That was my experience.
Let me guess. This is like we're already at like hit our disgusting part, but I'm just gonna make it times 2. Was it like a beer shit?
Oh yeah, it was a grog bog.
Oh yeah. Those
And
are
the worst part was, it made my asshole bleed.
Yeah. At least it's not as bad as ripping your entire noose up.
No, thank God.
You'll be right. You're right now, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm much better now.
That's good. Well, at least you've had an experience. It's a story to tell.
It was quite the story.
And you had fun.
It was a good weekend.
I mean, a good weekend always comes with a bit of regret.
That's the sign of a good weekend, isn't it? Bit of regret.
Also, memory loss, which I'm sure you had a little bit.
Yep, I don't remember a lot of things. Like, I don't remember the stripper's name, and I don't remember how I ended up spending $200.
She would have made a good paycheck that night.
Oh, she was quite happy. She was always seeing if I had more money, and I'm like, nope, that is my bank account is now dry.
That's how strippers work, mate. Congratulations, you just figured it out for yourself. Alrighty then, so thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.
And tell us your regret weekends.
Don't forget to like and comment as well,
Yes,
or you'll be regretful for it.
that's exactly right. You will regret not liking and commenting to hear more of our drunken escapades. We weren't called Drunk Aussie Gaming originally for nothing.
Yeah, well, too old for that these days. Bye.
Boy!
Really chokes me up.
That's going to be your new quote for now.